Yeah. Okay, so I have that you all are. Let's see. Um, I had that you had just. Um, excuse me. Had a bad time at the gates of the dwarven hold in the mountains. You had successfully climbed up the gate to speak with the dwarves, but they seem to be these dark elves or under elves, these tiny mountain people. They you don't speak their language. No one did, and so taking you as intruders, they drove you off. No one was hurt, but you walk back now to your crew on the coast that waits for you. I think we'll just start the day there. And so the day begins. Let's see. That's weird. It's not showing up for me. Here we go. So you're back at the coast. This giant, bloated body of this huge, giant, on the coast, dead. Your crew members have peeled back this beautiful armor from his chest and this beautiful gleaming weapon, and they have attached it to the prow of the ship. And I believe they've even melted down his skull and attached it to the prow, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, we did.
You look around you, you see the sea off, around you in this direction, and then mountains, this mountain range all along the northern coast. You also have two kind of river valleys, frozen, of course, but I wouldn't call them river valleys, draws, I guess. But there are these two valleys that snake around either side of the dwarven hold that juts out the center of the southwestern peninsula. And also your character names. Let's see. Alex is...
Wyrd would be my character's name.
Gerd. Okay, yeah. Ashlif, Gerd, and what is your primary character's name, Steve?
Valgarda. But call him Val.
Val.
Or
Okay.
Vorn. Let's go with Vorn.
Vorn, okay.
He's kind of my second number one, but it's a lot easier to say than Valgarda.
All right.
It's even got the Icelandic funny little letter.
Gerd, what do you all do?
Gerd holds counsel with our crew at large, everybody, and he kind of brings up two options for us to follow. Either we take the ship and we push offshore and just travel to the northwest, maybe somewhere that direction, or we could, if we really want to, we discussed last session potentially finding a translator who could speak with those people up there on the hold that we were at, but I'm not sure if that would be worth our time. What do you guys feel about that?
Vorn steps forward. The dwarf, they're very dangerous. Let's not go to the dwarves. We go to the northwest. And then Val steps forward. He says you should go to the northwest.
Gerd nods.
Yes, my word.
Gerd nods his head. Yes, I made out enough of the words to understand him. Thank you.
Yes, I don't believe that it's likely we would find a translator.
That's a good point too. We might not even find one. Yeah, well, it sounds then like the crew is in agreement. Gerd will have us get onto our ship and we will go, I'd say northwest, kind of this direction. Hopefully we hit something. Yeah, and if we see anything along the way, then we'll make a beeline for it.
Anyone can make this check, but one person acts as the crew navigator and must succeed on a difficulty class 12 intelligence check, or something will happen.
Let's.
Oh no, that's
see.
not me.
Probably ought to be a
Holger-
seer, I guess, right?
Holger's a sea wolf, and he's got a. He's a smart one.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
He's
my
the oldest
intelligence
one.
is 8 for us here, so.
Oh, it's a wisdom character.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, go for it, Steve.
All right,
could go
seafaring
wrong?
stuff. Oh, at least 14 things. Let's see what it is. Seafarer advantage on checks related to navigation. Awesome.
Oh yeah, Seawolves have that, yeah.
Nice.
Seawolf. So 1d. Well, we'll do roll 2. 1d20 plus 2. Is that what happened? Nope. Okay. Sorry, I'm fuddling with the. D and first roll. Oh, perfect.
Very nice.
14. Right. Okay. So, because you got a 14, I won't switch to theater of the mind. It all goes well. You're able to keep your bearings. And this morning, there's a gentle sea breeze. It's not more favorable or less, but it's a fine day for sailing. You're used to the cold. You travel about half a day sailing out into the waters. Off in the distance, you can still see the coast of what is the southwestern peninsula of the main island, where the village of Valthis is, your home. And you make it about several hours out, and far off in the distance, you see an island.
Well, seems we've already made land. Well, seems we have already spotted land. Let's go straight there and let's make landfall.
I'm gonna consult the runes and use my omen ability
Nice. Okay.
to get a luck token.
What do you find within the runes? What do they tell you, Ashlif?
They tell me that I have luck.
Good.
I have a luck token for the day.
Good.
I think the other two seers are going to do the same thing.
All right.
Lauren mutters something about something.
Okay, you.
I would say she has like some bones that she consults. Anyway,
Let's see. You make it to the shores of an island far to the northwest, and it's about. Let me see here.
Oops.
2, 3. This is only about half the day that it takes you to get here. And when you make it to this island, you see, even from where you are, a couple miles away into kind of the center of the island, there's a grove. And it's peaceful here. In fact, it's too peaceful for that music. It's peaceful. You can hear distant bird song and a gentle breeze cast through the wind, through the tops of the trees. It feels incredibly quiet and peaceful. It looks as if no one has come here for some time. You see statues honoring the old gods. And for the seers, you feel as if there's something about this place that there's something special about this place.
Statues of the old gods, and the seers feel a strange influence or feeling. Okay, yes, let's set off. Let's make landfall, and I suppose let's explore this grove and those statues, assuming they're in the same place.
Do you go with just the adventuring party, or do you go with the whole ship using the portage feature?
I think we'll just go with the players, or rather the player characters and their accoutrements.
Yeah.
Very well. You do that. You make it into the grove. The two seers, Ashlif and so who else do we have? Well, that's
Vorn is a seer as well.
Oh, Vorn is a seer. Okay, so we would have had 3 seers actually.
I've got another one here too.
This
yeah,
will
one of my
be,
level ones.
And this will be kind of like your main character, right? So like anytime you go on an expedition, you'll just use one of your choice.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
But you can also bring with you like 2 or 3 from the crew, you know, because you've got a whole massive crew, so you can think of them as hirelings. Anyways, that way we can just focus on your characters and you know, the adventuring aspect of it, instead of having like a 30-person army of Vikings that go in the dungeon every time. So yeah, there are these statues. You see the statues of all the main gods, some of animal spirits, some that you think are perhaps honored dead. And for Vorn and Ashlif, you can feel the thin place between here and the afterlife, and you think that if you were to try to connect with the afterlife here, this will be probably the best place, second to what's it called? Rolug. Rolug is the holiest place in the Andric Isles. Perhaps also Drakenfell, among the Dragon Mountains. But you can tell that this place is sacred. And if you spend time here, if there were any place to connect with the gods, this would be it.
If we can speak to the gods, we may be able to determine the location of one of these runes.
Is that what you would like to do? Would you like us to spend time here and you communicate with the gods?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
All right. Well, then, I don't know how long it would take, but certainly we shall spend enough time here for Ashlif to attempt to convene with the god.
All right. You to ask things of the old gods is it's never a small thing. It's not something they are mercurial and in their assistance to the people that adore them. And so it will take 3 days of sincere ritual to try to connect with them. These are 3 encounters. That was a lucky day. And lucky day. So
many dice.
On the first day, as you were spending time entreating with the gods desperately, let's see, Wyrd, roll a d6.
All right. A 2.
2. Among, while you await, probably at twilight, so like or at least for your sleeping cycle. The sun never completely sets and never completely rises in the midnight sun for a whole season. It's just a dim twilight at all times. And you're keeping guard, waiting, as the seer tries to talk to the gods, and you see in a portion of the meadow near a pond, just a little ways, like down below where this holy site is. It looks like a woman giggling, laughing to herself, dancing near the pond barefoot. What do you do? She's only 20 feet away. She was not there until you just noticed now.
Is she speaking? Or just kind of giggling, you said?
Wyrd is... I think you're probably praying.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Vorn's also.
No, go ahead. What are you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say Vorn is also doing his thing, so I think it's just you on this one for now.
Well, Wyrd will call out to the woman and say, "Hark! Who goes there? Who moves through this sacred place?"
She was giggling and dancing barefoot among the snow near the pond. But then when you get her attention, she stops with her back to you, and she turns around, and you see a horrific visage of some terrible spirit, some tormented person that never properly made their way into the afterlife. And let's see. And then she zooms towards you with clear and obvious hatred on her face.
Well, if I'm standing close to my two seer companions, Wyrd will whip out that magical shield that he's got, the Shield of the Lion, and he'll crouch in front of his allies, trying to cover them.
Nice. Okay, so you can. Let's see, Wyrd. You're probably closer, and then it's not Toki, I know, but or Ulfar, but that's kind of what I got for you all. And then, all right. So it's probably like that. And let's see here. You all can roll for initiative. And I'll just take the highest for you all and kind of go in order. And they'll so long as somebody, so you got to beat a 3. So when somebody beats a 3, we go, all right, good to go, 5. All right, so I have at the top of the order from last time, Vorn.
Vorn. Okay, so Vorn is going to cast Soulbind on. Goodness, Alex, what's your character's name?
Gerd. That's a Gerd. It translates to mud, I believe.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Oh, you got 2 or 3 spells? Cool.
He's gonna soulbind Gerd. Gerd is mud. I like that. Oh, I lost it. Okay, so one creature you touch becomes nearly impervious to all magic. All spells targeting the creature are D18 or DC 18 to cast.
Wow, that's powerful.
Yeah, it ends as soon as you're affected by another spell, but I will keep you boosted because my character's pretty useless in hand-to-hand. Please, so try.
All right, the next person is Ashley.
She will get out her spear and just guard from the second rank.
All right. So you go up.
Is it close enough to attack, or?
Yeah, it will be able to attack.
I mean, am I close enough to
You could move
attack
and,
it from the second rank?
You could move and attack behind Wyrd from the second rank. So, like, you could move right here.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
All right.
Ooh, natural 20s in a row. Ooh.
Nice. I like these dice.
All right. So you got a 13 to hit. That hits for 5 damage.
Oh, nice.
Oops. That's not what I wanted. Your spear tip passes through this thing, and you realize that its bare feet are now floating off the ground, and it has this like wavering, horrifying, inhuman face. It looks both tormented and angry beyond measure, and but just simply the act of striking at it, she screams. It still seems to have an effect on her. And let's see. That brings us to Wyrd.
Does it appear as though this spirit's intentions, are they directed towards Wyrd or us in general? Like, can I...
Yeah, this is all happening in a few seconds, and this thing is like barreling toward Wyrd right now.
Ross, I don't know. I didn't mark this down if this was a thing, but did the magical Shield of Lion, did it have an ability with it? My memory seems to recall something of activating it and it bursts with light, but I'm not sure if that's correct.
What's it called again?
Shield of Lion is what I have written down. That might not be its name.
Yeah, the Shield of the Lion. It's a +1 shield, gives you +1 to AC, and once per day you can command the lion to animate and bellow a ferocious roar, and they have to make a morale check or flee.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to attempt to use that against this spirit. Summon that lion.
All right. Let's see. They have to for a morale check. It's always a DC 15 morale, DC 15 wisdom check. Otherwise, she will simply flee. And she fails miserably. This lion erupts from this magic shield and roars, and she screams and cowers and flies off in the distance.
Viking cheering intensifies.
And you await, in the dim twilight, for what other malevolent spirits may arise. It seems like it's taking forever. It's hard to know when day and night pass. The precise time because of the midnight sun. But eventually, after what is at least another couple of days, Vorn and Aislith, you see in the hand of the statue of Freya is a stone.
Oh, wow. I will look at it.
Look at the stone, and it has carvings on it. They have knot-like carvings, and then within the inside are runes. The edges of it are worn. It's very old. You're not sure what the rune says, but it's probably about this big. And is it Ashlif? You grab the stone.
Yeah.
As soon as you do that, you're struck with a vision, and you now gain the effect of augury about 1 course of action right now.
Do I have a yes or no question? Or
I believe it grants you a single yes or no question. Let's see here. Midnight Sun. Spells. Give me just a second. Oh wait, maybe it's one of the main spells actually. Augury. Yeah, so you can ask the GM one question about a specific course of action, and I have to tell you whether that action will lead to weal or woe.
Huh. Does anybody have any suggestions?
Nothing comes to mind for me.
Can you remind me of what our main objective is?
Sure. So you are from the village of Valthis, and your Jarl of the village of Valthis is the Shield Maiden Signia. And after your raid on the eastern reaches of the Isle of Albion and the plunder you took back to Valthis, you discover that Valthis was betrayed by the tribe of Gandrun and Jarl Karlskad. Now, the council, the Moot of Dreckenfell, is set to happen within a matter of weeks, where it is said that all the tribes must set aside fighting and meet together to entreat the gods for the next season under the Midnight Sun. But the seer of Valthis, Ygritte, has read kind of the signs and is certain that Karlskad will make a move either before the moot or after, and seize power over all the tribes of the Andric Isles and enslave your people. And so she has sent you on like a quest to discover the resting place of the last king of the Sea Wolves, and it's said that that his weapon is called the Axe of Nine Eyes, and if you can find that axe, that it is an irrevocable symbol of authority over all of the people of the Andric Isles.
Okay, thank you. I wonder if there's any way we can word it to see if there's other people also searching for that axe right now.
You know his tribe is, at least.
Okay.
And
We could
somebody
perhaps
did
word
some
it.
kind of magic and determined that yes, they have a head start, and no, they haven't found the place yet, or haven't gotten in. That was several days ago, though.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the seer of the town.
Perhaps we could ask Wheel or Woe just in like if specific wording could work out for us here. We could ask a cardinal direction and be able to tell if there's something worthwhile, like something like, does there just like is there a ruin northwest of here, Wheel or Woe? That might work out.
So what would happen if we search, say, like, in regards to our quest, what would happen should we search the northwest for, like, that kind of a thing? Because then that'd be...
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to bury the lead. You know for a fact that you're on the western shore of the Isles, so that way is ocean to the west from where you are.
I was gonna say due east, maybe there's something.
Do you ask that?
Yes, if we go east, we'll, in regards to our quest, will we meet Wheel or Woe?
Now, I want to clarify this because, like, what is east, right? And I don't want to mess this up, so I'm gonna give you a mechanical benefit for what you're asking. I'm gonna draw it straight off the ship, okay?
Yeah, that way.
All right. You see Freya's hand, like and when you glance back, the hand that you took it from is almost kind of like holding her heart, as if to say heartbreak. That is, there is woe in that direction. You go directly to the east.
I will tell everybody about this. Freya says that east will be heartbreak.
I wonder if east means... That makes me wonder whether east means that our enemies are there, or whether there's danger there. But either way, let's avoid it. Come to see it on the map.
At
Go
least
ahead.
due east.
It seems, if I looking on the map even, it does almost look like we have spotted something, like another landmass just barely right here at the edge.
Yeah, that's probably fair. I'll give you that. Let's see here.
Yeah.
This grove here. Well, actually, I guess this doesn't have vision.
If either way, I'm guessing that, like, kind of putting two and two together, whatever the danger is, might just be straight up right there, like that close to us.
And maybe we just keep heading north.
So, like, well,
I
no,
think
west
so,
there's
yeah.
just water, right? So, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess north. Or northwest, or northeast.
Northeast sounds like a good go then. If we're reaching like the western edges, let's just go to a direction where we might more central, might find more stuff. I think northeast sounds good.
Rieger, just to the northeast.
I
I think we'll have to
nudge.
sail around through the little
I
pass there.
I nudge Vorn and I say, translate. What did he say?
I don't think my other character's here. It's just Vorn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's Vorn with the funky voice? Oh no.
Yeah, Vorn. Port. He did say, was it Freya? Freya guides us. Let's go to the northeast.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Frigger, just
Do we want to avoid that islet there? Then if there's danger, maybe we could just...
We'll just sail through the little pass there, I guess.
No, that's what I'm saying. If there's danger to the east, maybe we should just go around.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many days would that add?
Only perhaps one more at best if
Yeah,
we move
that's
8
fine then.
hexes.
Yeah, you'll make
Yeah,
it there
8
by
hexes.
nightfall to the other shore.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you make it back to the boat to your crew with your prize and your new illumination from what you've experienced and received here in this sacred grove. And the crew are all there, just like, you know, still enjoying some of the spoils that they've already obtained, and awaiting you. They were considering leaving you because it's been several days. Let's see. Whoever wants to can roll the navigation check.
Born, do you want to do it? Or
here we go. Oh, good thing it's with advantage.
Right?
Second attempt. Oh,
Nice. Just passes.
better?
And maybe the weather will explain why that is. Yeah, gusty winds, which almost cause you to lose control of the ship, but interestingly, you maintain control. You probably get kind of far out away from the island for a bit at one point. You're able to get back into good winds.
I see numbers in the air. Nah.
Yeah, and you're able to get kind of like good winds under your sails as you're going back the other way. And what that will allow you to do is you can actually, not only do you see the coast here before the sun sets, but you even have another hex that you can travel.
Huh.
What do you do?
Well, then I suppose we'll keep going around then.
All right. Let's see. You want to keep
Just
going this way?
In the lay of the land.
Yeah, over the northern section.
All right. From the coast, you can see a very steep, mountain. Strange how narrow and tall it is. It's circled at the base like a fortress with pine trees, and then at the top you can see some kind of settlement, and you can even see smoke. Now, I think you would probably be able to recognize this. That is Dreckenfell itself. That is the holy site of the moot that is set to happen in several weeks. Otherwise, there's this kind of small rocky mountain range that shields it from the wind before you get into this open permafrost, before you can kind of get into the foothills, before there's this narrow, stark relief. And otherwise, you can see forest that's over on this coast. The sea stretches out here beyond sight, and night falls. Let's see.
Other than that place right there, I really don't know where else we could go at this point.
What do you mean? We'll keep traveling. We'll keep
yeah.
traveling to the east. There's no reason for us to go there. I feel we're almost certain that there's no ruin there for us.
Hugging the shore.
Yeah, that works.
All right.
Do we have like a general idea where it is, or is it just it's a thing that exists? Good luck, guys.
Like, there could be ruins everywhere.
Are you talking about the actual the tomb of the Sea Wolf King himself?
Yeah.
You know that it's in the heart of the main island, basically right in the center of the Andric Isles, on the southern coast within rocky caverns.
Oh, okay.
So, not actually very far from where you started, somewhere up to the northeast from there. But on the opposite side of the
I think I see something that could be that.
Down here.
All right. So the sun rises. You all set up camp. Maybe you take to shore. Maybe you set out an anchor. I don't know.
We should probably go ashore, I think. For the night.
And the sun rises, and you let's see. You can make a new navigation check for the day.
Here we go. That one, and then if we need... Alright, 13 minutes.
Nice. Alright.
You have a luck token? Oh, no, you don't. Or do you?
Vorn does, but this guy is
Oh, okay.
just a little sea wolf. Just a little level 1 who's real good at guiding a boat.
Gerd, do you want to go east, or do you want to hug the shoreline?
I'd reckon we should just ignore the coastline and try to go southeast if we can.
Yeah, let's hug the coast, I guess.
Okay.
Nice.
Uh-oh, scarios.
So
I see some stuff.
Yeah, you find this inlet. The island wraps around. You have the forest on the northern shore, and then this river running from some mountain further up ahead, way off in the distance. A small forested island here, and then as well you have a village. And Yeah, that's what you see. And then they have also some rocky crags that all line like teeth along their eastern shoreline. That is about a few hours into the day along the shore when you find this. What do you do?
I think we will just continue. I guess we'll go through the little lane we can take through there. Because I mean, uh, Steve and John, how do you guys feel about this? I was kind of thinking that we'd know if we're in the right place if we see something, something on the island that we're near.
Yeah, I'm wondering where this, if this stream would take us to the other side if we traveled straight down this river, but yeah,
I'm guessing it ends partway through, like at the mountains, like it's flowing down from the mountains.
Yeah, I think that's what it was like last time. So we
Okay.
went to the edge of that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's just.
I was thinking maybe this village, but we could go back if there's nothing over there.
So you say you like, John, you
If
think it'd
there's
be
nothing to the
worthwhile
east,
to
we can just come back
come back to
to the village if we need to.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is the
So we
plan
will
to
travel
continue through
further
this?
to the east. Yeah.
Right. You do that. You make it just on the other side when something happens. All of a sudden, on the other side of this, you find that the ship starts to pick up speed, and more speed, and more speed, and you're about to tear your sail, and you find you have to take in the sail, or else you're going to tear it, and the ship is going, and you find that the ship is actually listing, kind of to its port side, and suddenly you can see over a wave that there's this rush of currents merging beyond the narrow fjord into a vast whirlpool. And since sea wolves, I'm gonna kind of, since sea wolves have advantage on this sort of thing, I'm gonna grant like advantage on this. But for one person, whoever is gonna try to take the rudder of the ship, you are being sucked into a whirlpool here, and one person can attempt to try to get this ship back out of here, or you will capsize.
What kind of is this a navigation or is this a?
It's a D6. So you want to get a 1 or a 2, and you can do it twice.
All right. I've been doing the navigation roll. Somebody else.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who does it. Somebody's taking like the
I can
rudder
just
and
have one of my other characters do it.
No
It's
pressure.
a
If you
character
fail.
who a character perhaps who has luck to spend, though. This is a whirlpool after all.
Oh
So, like,
yeah.
Well,
the
actually,
main
Ashley
character.
should just do it. I can try it. I don't get advantage, but I have luck.
okay. All right, the first one fails. The second one fails.
Oh no.
Oh
Right.
no.
A couple of things can happen right now. So I have to make a roll. I'm going to do it in the open for the strangest possible result. That does not happen. That means that the likely thing happens, which is that
Oh no.
you get tossed into this, and actually, let me just make sure that
We're all dead. The end.
you do lose your ship. It's crashed
Oh
against the
no.
rocks. And now I'm going to figure out how many of the surviving Vikings will survive.
We shouldn't have gone east.
Wait. Yeah. Maybe that was the thing.
65% of them.
Oh my god.
Opa.
Our quest is pretty much over.
65% of them have leveled up, is what he means.
Unless we get a new boat somehow.
Let's see. I think there's 27 left.
Oof.
So times what is it? 0.45. Okay, so you have 13 Vikings that survive.
Oh,
Half your number almost are destroyed by this whirlpool, this calamity, and you are now without a ship as well. I will put your people here.
well, I guess we're going to that village.
This is also when night falls, and I swear
Ah,
something even worse. Something happens that this was a bad thing
Oh, no.
to have happened with. You see, as night falls, and you start to number the survivors and like kind of get like a head count and tend to the wounded and gather what supplies you can, because by the way, a great many of your supplies are lost too, like who you could have gotten torches from for trips to like a dungeon and that kind of mechanic that I talked about, right? And so you're gathering all this up when you see a brilliant figure, like huge and winged, and she let me see here. She floats, flies actually back and forth among the dead. Let's see.
oh, Valkyrie.
And she seems to be examining the bodies that are floating along the water.
Oh no.
You're not sure if she has taken notice of you yet.
Well, it's kind of a funny thing, isn't it? It's like, okay, we want our characters to live. But if a Valkyrie's going to show up and just be like, yeah, you, and pluck you away, it's like,
Yeah,
oh man, that's like winning.
but nobody fell in battle, so
Nobody fell in battle. Oh man. Let's hide.
You hide?
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. She spends some time flying back and forth, peering down, looking. You hear a shrill song, even an echoing kind of ethereal voice coming from her. And she goes back and forth for a while and then darts up into the heavens and disappears. And night falls.
They dared in the cruise, but they dared in the sea. They did not dare in battle. They do not go to battle. Go to hell.
Yeah. Now. Okay.
Right, you understood that?
5. No, it's 4. How many did you guys have? 4 or 5? I can't remember. So many monsters that it's hard to. Let's see here. You have 4. So, all right. So you have 16. All right. I'll just say it's 16. So you have what you have left. That's the tough part. You have what you have left. You don't have any spares.
We have 16 of our sailors. Is that including or not including the main characters?
So each of you have 4, right? 4 characters.
So all of our characters are okay.
Yeah, that's what I'll say.
What luck!
Yeah.
Yeah, as if
What
some
are the Wyrds?
capricious god had appointed them for some failed destiny or something.
Sorry, Caleb. I'm just kidding.
No, he's cool too. So like, just your.
I know, I'm
characters,
just
yeah.
kidding.
Yeah. You
Loki!
lose your ship and your crew basically, including the spear, the mithril spear of a storm giant.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dang, man.
Loki,
Yeah. Anyways, all right. So
curse you.
you can see here this mountain range, forests off in the distance, and you can see the village. What do you do?
Oof.
I think we should go to the village.
Do we know what this village is? Provided we're not walking right into the village of some of the people who are set against us.
This got brought
We'll
up
just kill them all.
last time, and I want to clarify, and I loved that section in Dungeon Crawl Classics about it. No, like you probably, even though like these places are only miles away from your village, probably not. Like probably you've never actually explored the island. It takes a crazy person to go out into this, anyways, right? Like why would you do that? You know, so. It's obviously perilous, yeah, no. So you've probably never visited the other villages. Now, like Drakenfell, if there's a site that's like really obvious, I will point it out. Yeah.
Well, we're not sure then, and we might as well go there. We lost most of our damn crew. All
there-
that was precious.
Okay, so you start to clamber over the rocks. Someone can make a
What?
navigation check. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Steve.
Is there a custom for approaching other villages? Like I'm just thinking a whole bunch of armed Vikings strolling over is generally a bad day for everybody.
Well, I imagine we might lose them outside.
Also, let's see here.
Also, a dragon. No.
Oh, that would be the. Oh, that happened a couple times. Where we were doing one, and there was a dragon in the wilderness, and I think didn't you like it a couple times in a row? Just roll a 10. It's like oh no, oh no.
Yeah, it just kept happening. What is that? Okay. I think I know what that is. Yeah, so you guys head toward the village?
Yes.
Somebody roll a navigation check, an overland navigation check.
Sure. That's intelligence, correct?
Yeah. Actually, yes.
I believe that is a failure. I'm
No.
gonna burn my point of luck that I have.
Gotcha, yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
That's good.
That's better.
All right. You're able to, you make it about this far. And on the near side of this pass between these two mountains, before you make it, you're still miles away from the village. You kind of stumble upon a scene. There's a carcass. It's being ripped apart by a group of 5 wolves. Intent on their dinner, they don't notice you yet.
We're first a wolf.
Oh, also, speaking of food, everybody should have subtracted about, what have we got, 3 days so far?
Food? Oh. Don't think I've even been tracking food.
I figured that
Oh.
until we ran out of food on the ship, but at this point, yeah, I'm running down for my
Yeah.
rations.
I don't have any rations in my...
I got the
Maybe I do, hold on.
So in this game, it's, in my opinion,
Oh, I bought the crawling kit, yeah.
it's very
That has
forgiving
rations.
compared to some OSR games. Basically, I'll start like, actually, I'll kind of expect this like kind of ruggedness. I mean, you can go time without food and sleep, but if you use a spell and you lose it, like if you fail the spell, basically you get no benefits of rest. And in this game, if you get the benefits of rest, you get all your spells and all your hit points, all of them, just in one go, just like 5e. So
I have 1 ration left.
I will say that you have to eat your rations. Like you can't like save it or something if you have it.
I think we could kill these wolves. If we can. We could eat them.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you think we should buy them.
If you want us to take on these wolves, I'm down for it. Let's go for it. If they haven't spotted us right away, nail them with our ranged weapons and chase them down.
All right. I will. Let's see.
I do not have a ranged weapon except my spear. So
You can arrange yourselves in any order that you would be in, whatever your kind of order of march would be.
I will probably bring up the stick at rank.
Wyrd will be in front.
Somebody could even stand in front and do a shield wall and have 20 AC.
Against all the different wolves trying to fight him. Makes sense, actually, kind of.
I'd be slightly surprised if these wolves choose to stand and fight with us, but maybe...
Our whole contingent is here, right? Like,
that's true, too.
Not just us.
Yeah, that's true, too. So you have 4 each, and basically, you guys can just manage that. I won't increase the token count. So kind of like how I do funnels in Dungeon Crawl Classics. Your 1 token represents your 4 people, unless you're on an adventure, and then you can take like a couple of them. You can't take all of them. But in this case, you're moving together. You're doing overland travel. So yeah, you can do all 4 attacks, and you have a surprise round, so you can do that.
How many spearmen do we have? I've got 2 guys with spears. And 2 guys with shields.
Olfar is a melee guy.
I'll go ahead and roll for Caleb's.
I think all my guys were melee guys.
I've got an idea, because we can use the axes as ranged weapons, but otherwise I don't think we have any slings or anything for our characters to use. But if we kind of set up a bit of an ambush... Oh, you have a short bow. Nice. Okay.
Excuse me.
Short bow shoots once in this game, right?
Yeah, short bow is once, and it does D4 damage. But anyway, Steve, you're saying an ambush.
Yeah, if we set up like a shield wall, but then kind of like hide the shield wall, and then somebody like get the wolves' attention, and then like so they can't see the shield wall that there's a bunch of us, so that they don't go, oh, we're outnumbered.
Lure them
and then draw them in.
Right.
Yeah, lure them in with some shots, and then the shield wall can stand, and the spearmen can do the hurting.
What do you all think about that? And then, if so, who's up front?
I like the sound of that plan. Gerd will continue to take up a place at least in the front row.
Very well.
Toughest guy here.
Yeah, all right. So if you guys are like right there.
You said short bow is 1d4? Okay.
Yep. Simple wisdom save. They fail. And so they do exactly that. And they charge thinking they have some more food to eat. You, first of all, you have your surprise round. So you can go ahead and attack. Caleb only hit once.
Let me do this so I can roll with all my dudes.
Wow. I don't think that hits.
Misses.
First guy. Oh, a lot of stuff. So first guy with a 6. Second guy only...
What's the AC of these wolves again?
12.
12? Okay. Let's see. 1, 2... Got 3 hits. I'm gonna roll these damage.
I got one melee hit with my spear.
Alright, one guy hit.
3 damage.
3 damage. Okay.
14 on one strike and then 5 on the other 2 hits.
That would only be 6 for the one that I did hit. Not 7. I gotta edit that. Hit macro.
How much did you do, John? How much damage?
3.
3 damage. Okay. 3 damage. Okay. All right, and then I think Steve, what did you do for damage?
6 points.
6 points of damage. Okay. You all instantly slay the first rank, and then they're going to make a morale check at disadvantage.
Killing animals for food.
And they fail, and they dart off, which will allow you to attack them again as they flee
Alright.
with ranged weapons.
Okay. 2 inbound axes. First one. Nice.
That's 4 with the bow.
All right.
I'll hurl a single axe at them.
I'll throw
And
my
that's a
spear.
natural one.
One axe does 5 damage. The other axe.
4 damage from a spear.
Nothing.
Okay. You're able to kill one of them as they flee. The other one makes it off.
Awesome.
And now you have some food. You take the time to turn it into food. It is perishable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
pelts.
gamey and stringy, but it will. And you also have pelts, yes, that you can use.
Yeah, we'll be able to trade those the village if they don't kill us.
These foolish beasts will fill our bellies.
What was it that they killed a person?
Oh
No,
yeah.
it was just an animal. Yeah, that they.
Oh, is there anything left?
I mean, there is, but it's like a rotten carcass. It's carrion. If you want to,
Oh, okay.
you can try.
You should have good.
No.
You should
Not after Monday, no.
Bird.
Eating purified rats is far enough for me.
All right, you make it into the other side. Like you kind of have to climb up these mountains and then climb down the other side. It's rocky and there's the scree and ice. But when you make it down, you see another frozen pond. And let's see here. Along this frozen pond is let me see if I have something more gentle. Maybe.
If we find a ring here, I'll be like, okay, then.
Okay. Along this frozen pond, hovering, you think, almost like, it doesn't make any sense, but like springtime pollen just along the base of it. Just floats in the wind gently. But then they kind of like raise up and they start to float towards you. There are 3 floaty things that
Where?
Like in the pond or above the pond?
yeah, they were on the surface of the frozen pond. They looked like pollen in the wind, but then they coalesced, and then they're just kind of like floating there above the pond.
If they're coming towards us, we should shield rank up again.
Take a moment, as you approach it. They don't seem to come towards you.
Do we go around? Would our character with the seers know anything about this kind of stuff?
I was about to ask that.
I'm gonna say, you know whatever the player knows. Like,
They're not like humanoid shaped, or
they look like fuzzy balls of. They look like those. What do you call those? Daffodils, or like?
Oh.
Like, but then they sort of have a luminescence within them.
I'm getting Will-o'-the-Wisp vibes, and I don't like it.
oh,
Ooh. I see
I was
what you're
thinking some kind of fairy, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I can speak Sylvan, but
Oh.
At this point, they take notice of you, and they gently start to float towards you.
I will try speaking to them in Sylvan.
You speak to them in Sylvan, and they start to come towards you and come toward Ashlif. And they float towards you and then gently dance around your head, floating up and down around you.
Oh, they don't speak there.
Who do we got? Now? No. Holger will try to say something in Primal?
They seem to ignore you.
I say, if we think these things are will-o'-wisps, guys, let's turn and flee from here. There is much evil and strange things occurring in these isles. We don't need to include ourselves in all of it, especially after our ship has been swallowed up by the ocean itself.
Now that we have some food, maybe we don't need to go to the village. I don't trust them.
I agree. I also don't trust any of these villages around here. Until we have that sea wolf's axe in our hands.
I'm actually going to roll. Let's see here. In fact, I will say that the wolves provide you with 4 days of food each, so you won't have to count it for 4 days.
Oh, nice.
If Wyrd and bless your journey, Wyrd everything we need on the way. He says if Odin blesses our... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna ask them something, maybe see if they could respond somehow.
You speak to them in Sylvan, they seem to stay close to you, but they just gently float around Ashlif's head.
I would just say farewell. It was a pleasure to meet you, or something.
Right. Where do you go?
I still think we should go to the village, but like maybe we could trade these pelts, and I don't know.
We could trade the pelts just the same in our own village.
Get some information. Well, it's pretty far away though. So far, we've had like 0 luck with our mission.
How often do people come to each other's villages?
Never. That's
Never?
This is a...
okay.
This is a world where you do not cross on the other side of the hill.
Oh, okay. Alright, so we definitely want to...
Now, they have the moot, right? So, like, the Jarls and the seers of the village, or the elders, they will sail to Drachenfell once per year. Yeah, no one just goes around exploring the Andric Isles. That's what you're doing is rare.
Hmm.
One of us. Well, you guys want to go around it? I just thought we might ask some questions.
Well, let's do a vote. So we got one. Let's to circumnavigate the village. One to go to the village and ask questions. It comes to you, Alex. What do you want to do? You're the tiebreaker.
My vote would be is that we circumnavigate it. I think we need to make our way back to our own village. Like we need a ship.
I'm convinced they would literally eat us.
I don't know about that. I'm convinced that, like, I don't think our village is gonna give us another ship.
Maybe we could purchase one though. Like we might find more treasure or something on our way back. Like we're going through areas people don't usually go through, right? But
This village, it looks occupied, right?
Yeah, there you can actually see now. This is, this is miles away, right? And you can see from miles away smoke, little things of smoke billowing up.
Can we kind of like scout it out as we navigate around it?
Actually, I need to give you guys some vision. About 8 miles.
Like we can
worth.
circumnavigate it and just like see what we can see.
Scout it out. Ooh, some scoutery.
Is that not updating for you guys? There it goes.
Yeah, I can see all the way to here.
So when you say
It did not
scout it
update
out,
for me.
what do you mean?
Just like see if we can see if they're like cannibals or something from far away.
So you're proposing getting closer to the village to see what's going on there?
Yeah,
All right.
but if everybody else is against it, then I'm fine.
Yeah, I think we've decided to circumnavigate it. So, all right. This has been. Let's see. This is. Let me look at the distance here. 1, 2. You probably make it just here into a rocky portion. Still, you can see the village off in the distance. From where you are, you can see that there's this open area around kind of the bulk of the island here, and then it goes into forests that surround it. And night falls. Night falls. And now we roll. I forgot to actually do this. We're going to roll for what happens at night. Several things happen at night.
Good thing.
All the best things happen at
Oh.
night.
They're just so awesome.
I mean, we probably have fires, and they can probably see that if they're in town.
I don't know if we had fire.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, if we have fire, we should probably keep that somewhat sheltered.
As you're discussing this, and I apologize, I forgot again. Darkness does not fall because it's the midnight sun. It stays a twilight at all times. I'm gonna say that out. There. So, let's see. As you were all discussing this, you hear a clamor and you see some rocks tumble down off in the distance here. And up on the side of this mountain, there are figures moving. Let's see. Wyrd, roll a d6.
3.
3. You think they're people at first, but you look, you can see people hammering, working on something at the edge of almost as if a mine, maybe? Fortification? Path, like a road? They're doing some kind of work, but when you look, you can clearly see, like off in the distance, one of them has a bony face, a skeletal face. And while they're covered in rags, it was hard to tell at first, but these people are not alive. This is something you see off in the distance. There are at least 4 of them up on the hillside working on something.
Crafty Draugr.
You think them to be Draugr?
Gurg.
Gerd covers his hand in his face. The past week has been draining on him, and he has still yet to be able to figure out even a quarter of the words Vorn makes.
He says they're Draugr.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Draugr?
Yep. They're the Draugr. In the worker circle.
I think I'm
And
starting
they're
to get it. They're working on something.
They're good. They're very good.
Very good.
If people start being able to catch on, that'd be wonderful. The one Boomhauer, the Swedish Boomhauer over here.
Nice.
That's awesome.
All right, Gerd. What's the
Are
plan?
we,
You said it looks like they're working at building a mine or a fortification or something. Does it perhaps look like whatever they're building kind of leads inside? Like, is it like, could there be more to this place?
As you take some time to watch, it looks like it's a pathway leading into the mountainside.
ooh. That's blue.
Yes, let's crack those skulls of those quote unquote Draugr and let's see what is inside this place.
All right. So, are you gonna try to attack them from afar, or are you gonna? What's the plan?
If they really are skeletons, it might be ineffective with our bows, but it probably is the best place to start. So yeah, let's attack them from afar and hope that if that doesn't work out, that we can match them in battle.
Do the ambush again?
Yes, let's do it.
Alright.
Yeah.
The Seawolf class makes like the idea of like a shield wall with spearmen behind it actually like super effective.
Yeah.
That's such a wonderful mechanic.
All right. You all can. They are surprised. You can roll to hit.
With a ranged attack.
If you want.
Oh,
Could it be with melee? Are we able to sneak that close into them before they are caught off guard?
For that, I will leave it to a single dexterity check.
Sure.
See
Let me
if you
make
can
that
maintain if you can maintain surprise.
20.
Oh!
You are right up upon them, and you can do melee attacks. No
Oh,
problem.
that's so
Actually,
sweet.
let me.
Awesome.
In fact, I'll say that's your first attack. In fact, nat 20.
Oh, sure. All right. Let me roll damage for that one then. This is almost certainly going to bring one of them down. 17 points of damage.
Which one do you do the 17 points of damage to?
I'll do it to one that's kind of like off to the edge so it doesn't flank around. Or, no, actually, if possible, Gerd himself is swinging this blow personally. He's going to take out whichever one is furthest away from us as a group, so these things can't flee away.
Okay. So 17. Let's see, 10 and 7. That's you hack off one of its arms and it turns around angrily. You realize that this thing was a person in its life. Something has twisted and changed it. Its skeletal form elongated. The bones changed. It towers over you. And you begin to realize the scale of these things. And they're a bit taller.
13 hits.
A 13 does not hit.
Wow, 15.
Ooh.
You realize that these things are armored.
17 hit?
A 17.
Oh, sorry, you go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. Yeah.
15.
Sorry, yeah.
The target number is 16.
Well,
Those
my
hit.
first attack hit for 6.
Alright, for 6. Okay. Luckily, Caleb's character is able to finish this one off. Let's see. So you do 6 damage to this one. That's 12. 10. That leaves.
One of them gets 3.
3 damage. Okay. Alright, anything else? No? Alright. In that case, everybody roll a dexterity check for initiative, and I'll just take... This is to beat the monsters. You gotta beat a 7. And you beat it. Bam. Okay. So, top of the round, Vorn. Man,
Okay,
Vorn and
one's
crew.
going to Vorn and crew. So the other two guys are shield wall, and Vorn is going to strike. That's only a 14. And the other guy whose name I can't remember yet is going to strike with his spear for 14.
Misses. Alright, Ashlif. It's John, yeah. And
Is this all 4?
This
four
is all
characters?
4, yeah.
Okay.
Because you're doing overland travel. Oof.
Don't think so.
You find that these things seem impervious, like as you stab them and bash them, it's as if they feel no pain. And you'll have to actually get past their armor and cave their skeletons in to try to finish them, you think. Let's see, Gerd.
My two weaker chaps are going to protect themselves, and the other 2 that are stronger will swing. And what was the AC again? Was it 15 or was it 16?
It's 16.
16. Okay, well I connect with only one. Let me roll damage. 8 points.
Nice. You slay another one. You're able to bash it in. Let's see, and then anyone else?
Oh, is it another turn?
No, I was just asking Alex.
Yeah, same turn.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. All right, Skalg and crew then are going to attack. Let's see, none of them hit. Now, who is formed a shield wall? How many people?
So that's Belgarda and Holgear. Holgear, sorry, I
So
made that.
2.
2 of my guys, sorry.
All right, anyone
2.
else?
2 of mine have as well.
I think you have to sacrifice a turn, so you guys did that, right?
Yes, my
Okay.
my 2 characters who are defending did not do anything else.
So there are 2 that survive. They're going to hit each of your shield wall to try to get past, and they have to get a 20, and they actually, let's see, +4. Okay, so let me see here. Just barely missed one of them. And you can feel an old rusty blade just slice past your shield. But that's it. Back to your turn, Vorn.
Okay. So these guys are going to yeah, they're going to break formation and just try to hammer this guy. So 1. Okay, so the first guy, let me see, sorry, let me find this here. There's so many different pluses and stuff that I've for things. So this one will be the guy with a +0. So that's a miss. Guy with a plus. Okay, doesn't matter, that hits. So that one's 6 damage. And then this one is a guy with a +1. Ooh! Ooh!
Nice.
So that's
Roll again.
7 total. Ooh! Where's I'll just re-roll the d6. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 damage, is that? Math.
12 damage. All right.
So yeah, this 17 was the one for the D20, and then so we had a miss, we had a hit, and then I got one guy who's a +1 to his attack. Nope, and then one guy with nothing to his attack. Nope. Okay.
All right. Ashliff.
So the two are still up.
Yep.
I'm going to cast Evoke Rage on somebody.
All right.
I guess on my other guy, Ulfar. I don't think I need to roll anything for that.
No, you roll. Yeah, you roll every time you cast a spell.
Oh, okay.
You have to pass it or you lose it. Okay. So that just means you lost the spell for the day.
Oh.
So in order to get it back, you have to do a successful rest overnight. All right. Anybody else?
Well, my other guys are gonna attack.
All right.
I think only the first one hit.
All right. 3 damage.
For 3, yep.
All right. Anybody else?
Do you mean just for John or any other characters in general?
John. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all mine.
All right. Gerd.
Same as last turn. 2 weaker guys protect, then Gerd and his teammate attack.
At 20.
It's a critical with his teammate.
Oof.
Oh, double ones. 5 damage.
So sad to see that happen. That's like the heartbreak roll. Like, come on. All right. And then Scaled and crew, his kin, will attack. They will all do simple melee attacks. One of them fumbles. They all miss, sadly. And now they're going to attack again. The two people. The two people doing shield wall. That misses. I have to get a 20. Oof. Uh-oh. 22. That hits. For 4
So
damage.
2 of my shield wall guys did break formation.
Ah, okay. Then this will be Alex. Your second shield wall person takes 4 points of damage.
Oof, okay. Lange is now down to 2 hit points.
Ooh. All right. Vorn.
Okay. We're just gonna all attack.
Wait.
So here.
No,
Oh.
yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So here's Niall with his axe. Nope. Here is Holger with his axe. Nope. Here's Vorn with a spear.
Nice.
That's better.
There it goes.
And then here's Valgarda with his axe. Disappointment. But hey, it's... Oh, good. I'm happy to see that.
All right. Ashliff.
Well, let's go try to stab him this time.
Nice.
Ooh.
There.
You start just stabbing away at the surviving Droger. He grabs the spear and pulls into it and just like roars into your face. But he is hurt. Parts of them are chipped off. The rest of whoever was working with him, the other Droger, all motionless on the ground. Gerd.
Alright, same deal as last turn. We are stuck into this fight and we are making sure it works out. No hits.
All right, and then Skald's crew is Ken. Oh no, they're doing terrible. Yeah, none of them hit. Okay, and so again with the shield wall, misses. Back to Vorn.
Okay. So here's Niall with his axe again. Nope. Vorn with a spear. Nope. Holgear with an axe. Nope. Was it 16 or was it 18 that we needed?
16, yeah.
Okay, so he hits for 2. And Valgarda for 8.
8. It's still up. And Gerd, I'm sorry, Ashcliff again. Nice. All right, that kills it. Bam. Ashcliff's again finally puts it down. You see an ancient a barrow here that has these in life. They were trying to improve it. It seems that when they had awoken, they were still set to their task, as if they were still alive. The barrow is smashed and open, and there are things here when these people had tried to improve it whenever they were sent on this project long ago. And so I'm going to roll on the treasure table for you all. See what you get.
Hey.
Let's see here. It's by level, and she fixed 5e. Like it's by level. You don't even have to think about it. It's mind-boggling. Where it doesn't have a CR system. I mean, it's less complicated in 5e's defense, but so it makes sense. But let's see here. Bizarre.
We found a boat. I'm just kidding.
Wouldn't that be super?
Gosh, I hope we find a boat.
There are dried foodstuffs here, which you think you can still use for food for another 4 days.
Awesome.
Wow.
And rare spices from other lands still intact that you could probably use to make something yummy with. You find a vial of some swirling and strange liquid.
Potion.
Is there a way, how do I identify stuff in Shadowdark?
You'll have to find someone. Although, I don't know if there's a spell for it, and I don't know, but that's going to be my call, is if you find some seer. I mean, you all are young, like you're like level 1, level 2, right? If you find some kind of seer, then they'll be able to do that for you, perhaps for a fee, or perhaps for a task. This is quite cool. You find some person's ancient armor, a chest piece. This armor, you can see it's worth at least 300 gold pieces, which is a lot in this game. And it appears almost like a mixture of the metal you found on the Storm Giant and something else. It's almost like they had taken it off a body, or they were going to put it on a body, but it never made it there. So it's not technically tomb robbing. They were in the process of actually setting this place up, or improving it, or defending it, or you're not sure.
But we're here to rob it.
Yeah, I guess I didn't
Not
know.
a tomb if you don't finish it a tomb.
Right.
So there's no runes in here?
No, that's as far as it goes. It looks like it's been smashed up and kind of ruined, but these are things that you find here inside that are,
We still don't have any runes, do we?
Oh,
we
wait,
have
I'm
found more
sorry.
treasure.
I'm sorry, you were asking runes. My bad.
Yeah, rune.
Yeah, let me... No.
Huh.
Well, we may have robbed the tombs of that nearby village, but they eat people anyway, so I'd say we're justified.
You're screwed.
All right. Now, I think night falls. Yes, if I recall correctly, that's what I was saying.
Night can't fall. Night can't fall.
I mean,
it's
I
always
keep
night.
saying that. I keep saying that, but yes, I'm going to keep saying that. I say that so often in these games. Your biological night does. Your biological, it's another day passes. So let's see, we're down to 7 days of food. Unless you find other sources. You all awaken the next day. Actually, I have to roll for the night. I keep forgetting that too.
We just do like a hex by hex search.
All right. So, the next day, where do you all go?
Yes.
We're finding pretty good treasure just exploring through here, and we're probably going to need to buy a new boat or at least hire someone else to move us around. Let me do a little bit that'd be like we have 3 days worth of food. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Don't have a river to cross.
We'll definitely need to get food we'll need to get food at least once or twice more. Like we need at least 3 more days of food at the least before we can make it back to our village.
I'm willing to sacrifice a character to that village. See if it's friendly.
That is definitely one thing we could do. We could send in one representative and see if these cannibals can be reasoned with.
Got to be somebody with a high charisma. My only charismatic character is Born, and I don't think he's...
Ashlith has a +2.
So I think Ashlith sounds like the most charismatic individual here then.
But like he's like a main character. Everybody's got 2 main characters and then 2 red shirts, kind of.
My other main character has 13.
All right. So, what do you do? What's the plan?
If we're gonna send an envoy, should we draw straws?
It is that scary, isn't it? You know what? Yeah, let's have everyone draw straws. I like that.
All right. Everybody can roll a d4. Whoever gets the lowest loses.
All right. So this is for Vorn.
4, 3. Okay, so that's gonna be
That was me.
it's gonna be Ashlith or one of your people.
I'll send Ulfar.
Okay, so is the plan to send an envoy and then wait and have them return?
Yeah. Have them go in and be like, "Hey, I'm not a cannibal. What are you guys?"
You do that. You send who is it again, John?
Ulfar.
Ulfar. He comes back several hours later. He says, Ulfar tells you all that this is the village of Skargat, one of the 3 tribes of the Andric Isles. And in fact, it is not only that, but the second strongest by number. Valthis has taken the most losses in recent years, your tribe. This is slightly larger. They have even a fleet of 7 longboats. They fly colors that are green stripes, and they keep their boats along the rivers on the inside of the inlet. And several of the boats are out, prowling the waters. They say that they are on a great quest, that there is something very important. But they are, mostly farmers, rugged people, that they treat you with respect, and that's who's in there.
Do you want to try to like barter with them or something?
Well, we want to sell. We have things to sell to them.
Yeah.
I think what our goal should be here is.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I think Ulfar would have asked if it was okay if some more of the people came.
They say, of course. They'll give you food and a place to sleep. They offer you hospitality.
Sounds good.
Mm. All right, yeah. I think we should along with ingratiating ourselves to these very kind, open people, as we would to outsiders in our community, as we would treat outsiders in our community, right? We should I guess our two goals here is to try to sell stuff to them and maybe hire on. I think to save money, we should look to hire a captain. What do you guys think? It's like I'm thinking of it like it'd be expensive for us to get a whole boat, but we need a boat now and we need to be able to afford it.
I think we're all in a race for
Yeah, seems like it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a
Well, this isn't the village that's looking, if I recall, this is not the village that's looking to bring pain upon ours. Like, this is not one of the malevolent ones. They might be in a similar situation to us. Like, maybe they've been threatened by these people as well. We could speak to them and learn about that.
Yeah, I would like to try to find out if they know of any sites nearby with ruin.
All right. What do? You go into the village?
Yeah, well, I guess we'll go into the village, and I guess we'll have to go. We'll kind of go down the line. Let me write down all the things we were thinking of real quick. I'm running out of paper space. I need to get more paper. Here we go. Back at this. 1, sell treasure. 2 is hire boat. 3. How would we describe it? Like learn of
clues.
Sure, clues. Yeah, clues. 4, discuss summit. Or the moot. It's the moot. That's what it's called. Discuss moot.
Supposedly there's ruins everywhere, but so far we haven't found any.
What do you mean? We just came back from ruins. So in a way, we came back from ruins.
Oh, he's saying the rune stones.
Right.
The door to the
rune stones, yeah.
My bad.
Okay, so when you all approach the village, you're roughly stopped by the guards at spear point. Several of the guards come up, and the first thing they do is they check. They come up to Vorn and Ashlif. They look. They say, "These are pups. They're not. Gosh darn it! They're not Rologs people." Or Torbalds. You're welcome in our village. Friends of Valthis. It is good that you came when you did. We have a sacred quest that our tribe is undertaking. Perhaps you could be a part of it. It seems you're lost.
would
We're
be
here for
this
the beer.
quest? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Vord. Maybe maybe they speak your accent.
We're here for to be a bunch of birders. And
There-
we're like to murder by the Chris.
Was he hit on the head?
Perhaps, yes.
It was only once when I was a baby.
Only once when he was a baby, he said.
That's great. They say, you should speak to our Jarl, Olaf. There's no time to waste. Follow us. And they lead you into the village, and directly to the Jarl's longhouse. And open the door, and they say, Jarl, Olaf, we have visitors from Valthis. They seem to have gotten lost in our woods. And Olaf is this kind of hefty for a Viking, big bear-like man, and covered in furs and things, older, and rises. He says, come in, have some food. Warm yourself by the fire. I think it destiny that you have brought here. There is a word to this. Take a seat, please.
Right, enter in happily and
You don't have
Yep,
to mark off
Ashley
food for
will
the
come
day.
in happily and
Okay, and he sits down and he says, my Sir Ugartha, we have seen dire portents. Have you seen something like this?
well, I think the out of character, I think the immediate glance we all give each other probably immediately answers that.
I see that you have.
yes, the Jarl sent us all the quests as well.
Young seers, what have you seen in the runes? Do not tell me what your elders tell you. Tell me what you have seen. Points to Ashlif and Vorn.
Out of character, I haven't seen anything really, have I? Except the
that you had favor early on.
Oh,
And then you also have had visions from Freya, and I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
You tell me. But, what seer things have you had happen?
I believe was to be favored by Odin. I saw one of our number throw a grappling hook over 60 feet. And we climbed the cliff.
I think
And
that
I
is why
also-
you came here now. From the north, no less. That is not the way that Valthis is. I think you have come here because you have a word on you.
Our boat met an untimely end.
I'm
It
sorry
was a
to
great
hear that.
maelstrom.
I lost a longboat and crew of my people this past week as well.
Do you know if the great maelstrom up there?
No,
Ah,
it is good that you tell me this.
so Vorn starts talking in his way, and Valgarde, he says, we sailed to a great island, and on this island there was a grove, and he sought favor there of the gods. And Freya blessed us with a vision, and she said if we go to the east there would be great woe. So we sailed north and then to the east, but there was still woe.
yes.
On the island we chased away the servants of Loki, but Odin allowed us to go. But our ship was consumed And we saw the Valkyrie came this way, and now he have found you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and while you're explaining all this, you're in his halls. And so the food here is great. So you're not eating, first of all, not starving, and then not eating, disease, stringy, wolf meat and old dried grain that had been frozen, basically, and that you'd had to kind of cook and turn into a paste. And
I think
instead,
I'll tell him about the door we found.
you have fowl that you're eating, birds and things like that. He says, you know that the moot at Drachenfell is coming soon, yes? Are you here in just a few weeks?
We have heard as much.
The seers of Rolog. Now, this is something that Ashliff and Vorn would know. All of the seers are kind of trained. There's almost like this, I don't know what it would be in pagan terms, but like a monastery up on this. It's like the Greybeards from Skyrim. Like there's this mountain, and there are these men up there, and they are like how you become a seer. So you have probably learned from your village seer, who's like kind of an elder seer, and then but all of the kind of knowledge and worship of the gods comes from Rolog, which is a village up in the Dragon Peaks. And anyways, they preside over Drachenfell. And they're supposed to be like these neutral people, like that they never take a side among the villages. Well, anyways, Olaf, he says, there's something wrong with the seers of Rolog. Something has infected their souls. Our peoples, whatever this demon is, the spirit that has taken over the elder seers, we move quickly to stop it, to slay the seers of Rolog. For the seers, this is like high treason.
Great seers to slay them?
Yes, we must kill them. It is regrettable, but there is something wrong inside them. They will bring this to the moot, and it will destroy us all.
Hang on a second. Let me see here. I might have a spell for this. Let's see.
Loki surely laughs at this.
By this. Oh, crumbs. I took the wrong one. No. Trying to see if there's a way that we could consult, look in the runes or something like that to see if this is a thing.
Even if you can't right now. Let's see, are you talking
I don't have a
about?
spell for that.
I think I know what you're talking about. There's chant, that's level 1. And then there's Odin's wisdom. No, that's too high level.
Yeah, chance just to see invisible things and hidden things.
So trance,
Yeah,
maybe?
there was a second level one. Fate, I think. No, not fate.
Read
Fate
the
for-
runes.
Read the
Yeah,
runes.
read the runes.
Because we did that, actually. That's right. You can ask a yes or no question, yeah. So,
I didn't take that spell.
well, of note, as we come kind of close to the end of the session tonight, as long as you're in a sanctuary, I don't do monster rolls. But of course, you are kind of against the clock as well. But you know, you can choose to take it and then try to do it, or whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do with this situation. But he says basically, he says, I think you have been sent to us because I have scattered my ships to the four winds. But as I said, I've had men die. I think you should join one of our crews, our two tribes together, and strike at the seers of Valthis and bring them down before their foul sorcery infects these islands further.
We would appreciate, how would we say this? We are totally willing to assist you on this task. After all, you have brought us into your homes and hearth. There is one problem. If we must travel to reach these seers, we require transportation.
Of course. You'll go with one of our crews. It is obviously destiny that we have a ship, but we did not have Vikings to fill it with. And here you are.
Yes, but since Freya's hand behind this.
Our people will crew the ship. We will sell you to the Eastern Isle, to the Drake Peaks. And there you will finish what needs to be done.
Bird and Schmur's burn.
Yeah?
Good. I think that these dark times will be behind us soon, and we will see the western shores again and drag its wealth back here. Our plunder, we will see the times of the Sea King come again like a rising sun. I believe this. Enjoy yourself in my hall. Feast, have as much as you like. Stay as long as you like. Depart, though, soon. Put an end to the seers.
Would you happen to know of the location of any runestones that might be related to the Sea King's tomb?
He strokes his beard. He says, "Why would you need that?"
Well, we believe we may have found it, and we seek to open it.
Why would you open the tomb of a Sea King and dishonor the dead?
Erden Gurger. He says Odin guides us, but we do not know why.
That is strange. But if you were going to talk about runestones, you should speak with my Sir Bergotha before you leave.
Burger. I don't know what he said.
He gets up to leave, and you're left with as much food as you desire, and warm hearth, and comfortable hide beds to sleep on as long as you need before meeting with
And
this.
carousing?
You can carouse if you have money to spend.
I guess I don't yet.
Yeah. Anything else that you want to do in the village? You know,
No.
he suggests speaking with Bergotha if you want to learn about runestones.
Yeah?
You have
Let's do that.
2 unidentified items as well.
Oh,
I can
yeah.
help with that too.
And
If we want to trade the pelt
you could trade the pelts. Yes, you could do
or
that.
sell them.
Anyone can make a charisma check. to do that?
I think Ashliff has the highest.
Yeah, I'll
odds,
do
but-
that.
Yeah.
All right. Oof. Okay.
Well,
All right. You make wait 12.
no. 9.
9. Okay, 9. Well, that's still not too. All right. Let's see. How many wolves was it? 5 wolves.
I think we had 5, yeah.
Did we kill 5? Okay.
No, you
Yeah,
killed 4.
killed-
Or
Yeah.
And then the 5th one ran away, but we got him. 6 got away.
let's see,
Or
there were
six-
5
six.
wolves, and you killed 4. You killed 3. 2 of them ran away. You killed 1. 1 of them got away. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you get 36 gold pieces from the cell. With those 36 gold pieces, and you can do this in between sessions too, as we come to the end here soon. You can buy food and supplies and torches, but you can only carry whatever your inventory allows, and everything is a slot. If it occupies a slot in the text, it's a slot in the inventory. So. If it's bundled in the text, it can be bundled in the inventory. So, anyways, what do you all want to do?
Talk to the seer, probably.
All right,
Yeah.
very well.
Yeah, I suppose we'll talk to the seer, and then we would just be getting ready to set out for completing the quest. I don't think we have anything else here in the town.
I'm guessing we're all, like, out of character. I'm guessing we're all thinking the same thing about this brand new crew we're going to be acquiring, right?
That they are all
That-
new red shirts,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
New red shirts and a brand new car. Because at first I was like, okay, no, we can't do anything. This guy's, brought us in. Now he's like, hey, yeah, should totally murder all the people in the holy site. It's like, okay, well, you know what? We were doing really good up until you said that.
Yeah. I think we're gonna go there anyway to confirm what they say.
Okay, you go to the longhouse of the Skargat's seer, Brugotha, and he opens it and he says, those sent by Odin, I've seen this. Come in, come in. And it smells strange in here, all kinds of esoterica, and he's drawn symbols, and there are runes in this place. He says, what can I do to prepare you for this perilous quest? I must tell you that I grieve my brothers, whatever has happened to them. But it must be done.
Is there no way to cast out these spirits from their bodies?
I've searched the signs. All the omens tell me that there's a terrible thing that has gripped them. Eruption. Something has changed them. It's too late. But never mind that doom. What can I do to help you? What can Brugotha do?
We seek runestones of the Sea King.
Ah, the rune stones. Those things brought from Alfheim that contain magic. I have some here. I have 2, in fact.
you have 2 of these rune stones.
Yes. The Alfs, the strange, crooked peoples that leak into and from the mountains and from places beyond. They brought the runes to this place. Every rune contains magic. It said that the Sea King used them times past. Suppose you want to try to use them as well. Well, many of the sites, strange places left by the people before our people came here, scattered all along the islands, you can find these rune stones. If you can survive the island. But yes, I have two.
Well, surviving the islands appears to be the most difficult part for us so far. Or surviving the waters, perhaps.
There's true.
Yeah, fighting that giant, then losing our boat.
When Odin saw in his wisdom and his far-seeing last eye that the Andric Isles needed to be carved from the seas, he knew that he needed a hard people for Valheim. And that is why the islands are as they are.
Out of character, I'm wondering, like, how we could get him to part with his runestones.
Do the runestones guide the way to the tomb?
I think,
I think they just open it.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's like we got to collect a certain amount to do it, or we just need at least one?
I think there's 4.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of them, but you need 4 to open, supposedly, to open the tomb, according to your seer from Valtris.
Okay.
After we return from this quest, perhaps you could give us your runestones.
You wish these to have these runestones.
Earlier shit in front of Chris. You need to collect fur.
Yeah, we need 4 of them.
Very well. I tell you this. Complete the quest. Save the islands. Consider me in your debt. You can have these 2 runestones.
Excellent. No problem. We just have to take out the corrupted seers, right?
Very
It
well.
sounds
Should
on
be
the right
easy.
track to me.
Is there anything else that I can do for you before you leave?
I can't think of anything.
We could ask a question about the.
You do have 2 magic items.
Oh yes,
Oh, yeah.
we'll ask if you can identify them then.
He asks a fee. A mere 20 gold pieces for each item.
For each. Well, which one? Do you guys want to spend 20 gold?
I think I think this is something definitely very worthwhile to spend 20 gold on. Though perhaps we could even
Maybe.
offer him like one of the wolf pelts that we have.
I think you sold the wolf belts, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
Oh,
sold
we
those.
already sold those? Okay.
The armor, I think, probably. Was that magical?
Yeah, the armor I think was magic, and then there's the potion.
The armor might be more worthwhile.
Okay. He looks at it, he says, "Ah, yes. Speaking of the sea wolf and his times, his sons, the sea wolf thought them unworthy, and that is why he scattered the keys across the islands. But his sons, they warred with one another. They were unworthy in the end. And we have tried to overcome their legacy to this day, being unworthy children ourselves. This vest of armor was the very armor of one of his sons. Somewhere from this island, And out of character, this is a +2 armor. You have +2 AC.
Is
Is
this
it,
chain?
I was gonna ask that.
I don't think it actually told me that. It just said it is. Maybe I misunderstood this. Give me a second here.
I can only use leather.
I want to make sure that I didn't get it like wrong because this will be as chainmail, but it gives you a +2 bonus. And it looks as if it's actually like scale mail, and it looks like it's interlacing pearl white fish scales, but that's not the substance that it's made from. Okay, here we go. Benefit. I did screw this up, and I'm glad I saw this. I'm glad you all asked. Fun. So basically he says that in their time they had command of things from Alfheim. This gives you a connection to the Valkyrie, and you can fly if you wear this for 3 rounds once per day. And you know Celestial. You can speak the language of the Valkyrie. But those beneath you as you wear it are unworthy, so to speak, or at least the wearer of the armor thought so. And anytime there's a beneficial spell like Enrage, it goes up to DC 15 to try to cast it to benefit you. That's fun. I like this. This is a Shadowdark thing.
Yeah, my
that.
character cannot wear chainmail. Okay.
Yeah, no, this is like for a warrior.
I was gonna ask if Valgarda could wear it, but I don't like the idea of him. He's the big guy, the rotund fella. I don't want him in the air.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Like, I know game mechanic, it doesn't mean anything, but just seeing him like, haha, I can fly now.
I could put it on my other character.
I think so Alex already has one, so it's up to Steve or John, and I'll say John. Yeah, you could roll it. You could do. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do World of Warcraft style here, and just roll a d6 to roll high.
Oh, okay. I was gonna flip a coin.
There is a coin flip. That's right. All right. Flip a coin this time. I forgot there is a coin flip in there. That's rad.
How do we do that?
I didn't call it that, did I?
That's okay. We'll just go highest. So, and then if
I gotta see.
Okay.
It's on the side there.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Yours.
So no big deal. You know, the next magic item will be Steve's. So it's a.
So not on actually, but the other guy.
This will give you +2 AC for whatever character you put it on, and then you can fly for 3 rounds once per day, and it takes DC 15 to try to give you any beneficial spell.
Does it have a name, or is it?
Yeah, sure. It's the Sea Wolf King's son. So let's see here. I'd call it like Haldor's Wings. And that's where we'll end the session now. So if you don't have the equipment list from Shadowdark, from like the quick start rules, now's the time to buy food and torches and whatever you need, right? Because you're in a settlement, so you're not gonna have, you don't have anybody. That mechanic I made is gone. You don't have like people to buy from. So if you go out into an adventure site without torches and you go into the Shadowdark, it's just gonna go dark, you know, if you don't have stuff and food and everything. And you get your spell back, John, for Ashcliff, because you're in a sanctuary. You don't have to roll, and you don't have to count off food. I have currently that you have 7 days of food, but after that, it's up to you all. But
I have no money, so
I think you all earned from your pelts. Now you didn't identify the potion, but you have you have 16 gold pieces left from the pelts. So.
Is that per person or is that overall?
It's overall, so let's say 16 divided by 3. We'll say 6 gold pieces each.
Does anybody have any other gold or just